Good evening, my name is Modi Apparatus, and welcome to Political Animals. Political Animals is an election simulation game, but instead of having the typical human, political guys running around there, in this one it's all animals. It's got a fun sense of humor, and it's actually quite, for how it looks on the surface, it's quite in-depth and strategic and kind of interesting. So let's get into it. There's a little bit of setup we'll have to do to get our candidate selected and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it here with the brand new game. So, ooh, lion, nice. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of different characters we can pick from: elephants, donkeys, classic standbys right there. We have the bears, the lions, buffalo, bulldog, hawks, tanuki, macaque. How do you say that one? Okay, we're gonna skip that one. We have the wolf, we have the goatee is not unlocked yet though. Beavers and eagles and pandas, lots of stuff. What are we gonna do here? Let's randomize here for a minute. Bulldog, oh interesting. Lion, I kind of like the lion. He's the king of the animal, the king of the jungle, right? He deserves to be president of whatever country we choose here. So off the bat, he has deep pockets and poor taste. He can settle scandals. So every character you have, it's a special ability they can use. All of your staff, all of your candidate have special abilities they can use, and they vary from things like fabricate, which lets you spread lies about the other candidate and give them extra scandals to deal with, to blockades. You can block them from doing anything in your district. Threatening, hopping, this lets you travel extra districts. Reporting, I think I kind of like reporting. This basically just draws attention to your opponent's scandals. Or people power is kind of interesting too. Increase voters using logistics. Now I definitely want to use this one. This can be pretty powerful actually. Let's go with reporting though. I kind of like this one. It damages your opponent's reputation based on scandals. So as they come up with scandals and as we generate our scandals, hopefully, they will draw attention to those as we go around here. So we have poor taste, which decreases our gift ability. But deep pockets or fundraising is even better. We can do things like good looking, which reduces our scandal chance. Efficient, which increases our logistics. Empathy, which is better for rallies. And bribes, rebel allies. So I think what we might want to do is empathy. We're a man of the people. We can really inspire them to our cause. So yeah, this is the animals, the island, like the back of your own hand, paws or claws. You know what they need. And then we have poor taste. So giving gifts is a negative result. Everything else will be neutral. We start with 150,000. Next, we have to choose a platform for our candidate. And what this basically does, well, first of all, we need to choose a map. So each map in this game is kind of based on a real world location, kind of just a augmented, kind of a Picasso-esque kind of thing here. This is the UK, clearly. There's Summer Island, which, I don't know, like Brazil, something like that. I don't know exactly. There's Summer Island, there's Autumn Island, which looks very familiar to me. This is United States with an Alaska attached to it. This is Japan, and we have the UK. Okay, so we're gonna go with America, obviously here. And we will, right now, so the districts you pick as your starting location kind of depend on the platform you wanna pick here. So if we choose our starting location as the port here, the concerns there are health and religion. The population is also important to consider, and we get a bonus for less scandals. So that the district you choose is very, very important. But the population, so when you pick a district, that's basically your district, and you have all of the votes in that area. So picking a large district is usually a good idea. So Capitolio is more chance for scandal, 133,000 with health and religion. I think the port was the exact same concerns. Yeah, health and religion, but less chance of scandal, less population, only by about 20,000. So let's go with port. We'll be on the western coast as our base of operations. And next we'll choose our platforms, which was health and religion, I believe, correct? So health and religion. Now we could, based on this though, we already know we're strong in this particular area here. And what this is doing is our platform knowledge. So it's basically how effective we are campaigning on a specific topic. I kind of look at the other regions around though, and let's just add some things into these. So it's at 3. I kind of want to have like a nice block of areas. So like this is nice because religion is all these 3 areas, but also over here, education is the lower half of the country, but not the capital. But that might be good because we can have a nice connected area here we can travel between. Public works, let's see what we have, the whole bottom half here. So it was education and public works. It gets the whole bottom half of the country, not a lot of the rest of the country. Hopefully this is enough people though. So those are gonna be our main 2 campaign things. Education, public works isn't really concerned to the place we're in, but that's okay because we're gonna own that area from the outset here. Let's put 1 extra point into education. So next we have to pick our staff. As I said, each staff has a special ability they can use, depending on the type of staff they are. Let's see, based on our special ability, we want someone that can fabricate scandals, so the agent is good there. The reporter we kind of have redundancy for already, so I want to use, let's see, maybe the lawyer, Olivara. He can settle scandals as they pop up for us. We can create scandals for our opponents, and we can report on them to draw them out. And I like the activist character because he actually can gain reputation using only logistics. And I'll get into what that means in a minute here, but that is a very powerful tool. So we're gonna use the activist to our advantage here. Tertina. Their names are all based on whatever they are here. So Velascro the agent, Olivara the lawyer, and Tertina the activist. All right, let's get into the game here. So next we have to choose our opponent. Unpredictable seems like a good idea to me. This means we do not have any idea what they're gonna do. They're gonna be very mobile, we know that. They have a preacher on their side, a lawyer on their side, and an activist on their side. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go easy on this, just because I'm not super experienced with the game yet. We're gonna go pretty short campaign length. How short can we go here? 15 is the smallest. It seems a little short to me. Let's do 20 days, and our starting funds, that's fine. Funds, are never enough funds. We'll have to do a lot of fundraising, that kind of thing, to keep this in. I think I've delayed too long already. Let's get into the game here finally. So we have Lion versus Croccy. Player 1. Okay, so we have our district over here. Port is our current location. Everybody's starting off there, and meanwhile he has the other one. So he has got the other capital here, capital Yo. And so that's where he'll be mobilizing from. So we're kind of opposed that way. How perfectly opposed. We have a event to decide on here. We have a question of religion. Some of the animals in my district have gathered at a rally to legalize interspecies marriage, which is considered taboo by the church. Do you support them? If we say yes, we can get 15,000 voters. If we say no, we get 40 religion points, 40 religion concern added to the region. Let's keep it back out of here, and I'll do that event in a minute here. So each district has a concern, and 2 concerns really. And the concern is basically your potential for an area. So when you do campaigning, you're raising voters based on the concerns that they have. The more knowledge you have in an area, the better that result can be when you can campaign. So for instance, in our own casino here, which is the next district over, employment and religion are important to them. We don't have any stake in employment right now. We can raise concerns for that. That's no problem. If we raise concern for religion in that area, that potentially opens us up for him to swoop in and campaign and steal a bunch of votes away from us. So in stuff we're not strong on, we want to keep the concern low, I think, is the strategy here. And in stuff we know about, such as education, we want to keep the concern high. So we want to raise concern, for instance, in the fishing village over here, and boost up our concern there. This is actually a really nice district. A lot of money there. So you get a lot of information. So each district also has 3 patrons to consider. And these patrons are important people, influential people in the area that can do different things for you. There's a wealthy patron who can give you extra money. There's the logistical patron, which is I forget what they're called exactly. Influential patron. They can give you more ability in the area by reducing your logistics costs. And then the popular patron increases your campaigning. So these 3, they're everywhere represented. Each one of those 3 can influence how your campaign goes. You want to boost these guys up as high as possible. You want to prevent your opponent from doing the same. So, with the task at hand then, as I was saying, 40 reputation can only potentially help him, whereas we could take the votes right off the bat and hopefully move in here with a different concern and stop that from happening. So as you can see, all these undecided voters, that's the gray down here, they swing into our favor. We now have a nice block of voters in that area now. And that is this area where they are concerned about education, and they are concerned about religion. So that's 2 things that we can both campaign on. Luckily, education is more important to these guys. So I think what we want to do then is actually focus on this. Maybe we can secure more of that voter base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all send Tertina into here. And then I'm going to send, who else is good here? So the gift result plus and result, gift result minus. rally result plus. Okay, he's got a. We can do rally result and gift result minus. Okay, so rallies raise the concern for a topic. Campaigns increase the reputation for a topic. So that's the two ways we have to do this, and we have to spend money to raise either one of those things. Let's send Villacrow in here, and she can do some good gifts. Not so good at campaigning, but what we're gonna do is try to raise up the reputation with these people, the favor with those people here, and hopefully give ourselves a lot of potential here. So it's gonna cost us 2 influence. Each one of these numbers down here is influence. Our influence is these stars up here. That's basically tells us how many actions we can take in a turn. We have this guy right here who is a wealthy patron. We have 23% with him right now. We're actually doing fairly well with all of the guys here. I'm gonna spend a little cash here though for over the next couple turns and try to raise these reputations up so we can hopefully secure this area. 4 grand will boost us up to another 9 on relationship for him. This will pay for itself, trust me. And so we get 36% bonus money. So then if we have Tertina here, for instance, raise funds, we can actually get more money. Right now, it's not perfect yet. So let's actually use something else with her move, because she has a really cool ability that she could take care at the end of the turn here. She has the ability to people power, increases reputation within the district with undecided voters by spending logistics. That's these numbers up here. They reset every single turn. So it's basically free money. If we have logistics we can use at the end of the turn, that's free money. Let's see how much money is in the district here right now. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Okay, so we definitely want to be raising money at all times. We're 100% with the wealthy patron here. I think we should be 100% with all the patrons here. Yes, so when we start off in a place, we're 100% with everybody. So logistics in this area don't cost us a whole lot. We have all of the voters already, so we don't have to worry about campaigning here. But raising money, this is a cash cow for us right now. Given that his main ability is to settle scandals, we're just gonna have him raise some cash here over the next few turns. He can spend about 3 turns here raising money, and that's gonna be huge for us, because every single turn we take, it's gonna have costs built into it here. Lions reading the paper. Get informed. So these people all have costs associated with them. I think you might have saw that earlier, but they every single day we have to pay these people, or we can choose not to, but that's going to remove their abilities for the day. Lion, I'm going to actually send you up to here, and I'm going to start you moving the voters up here. Yeah, I'm going to move you up to here, and he has the ability to gift. He has a bonus gift result. No, wait, he has a rallying result, but mine is a lack of gift result. That said, let's see, we're 73, 67, and 67 here, or 70 and 67, okay. Influential, we have the bonuses from all these guys, which is great. There's not a lot of money here, is there? There's not a lot of money here. So we don't have to worry too much about him. The other 2 we could potentially raise up and help the concern. Now the problem here is that there's a fair bit of voters. There's 40,000 people here, 50,000 people here roughly. A lot of undecided, and we do have a little favor here right now. Let's see if we can raise some education concern though. Let's drop, like 4,000 bucks in here, see what that does for us. Raise it by 6 points. Let's go a little higher on that. Let's get it up to like 10 points. What's it gonna cost us for, okay, so let's go with like 7,500. We did do a little bit of fundraising already, so we're pretty much breaking even right now. We started with 50,000, 150,000. We're gonna be back to 160,000 by the end of the day here. So that'll raise it to from 5 to 11 points of concern in this area. And then we campaign against that rallying concern, and we get more voters. That's how we get voters. So we got it up to 43 here for education concerns in the district. And next turn when we campaign, we'll do very, very much better there. So let's move on with the rest of our turns. So we have 6 logistics points left to spend. We've used all of our people already. So I'll show you the benefit of the activist right now. The activist, what they can do is use your reputation to increase undecided voters. Right now we get a 27% chance bonus for campaigning. But basically we can spend all of those unused logistics points and just turn those straight into voters, which is fantastic because these are just gonna go to waste anyways each turn. So let's do it. Let's raise up the reputation on this to another 9,000 voters potentially, and really sway this in our favor. You can see that this has a blue outline to it now, meaning that we're starting to have a lot of influence there. The only thing that changes it from this checkered blue, which is better, is to have these guys boosted up to like I think 80% is the threshold. 80 points is the threshold there. So we need to have 80% of the voters and 80 points with the patrons, and then we kind of have a nice block. Everything he does to break into the area will cost him a lot more. So that's fantastic. Okay, so that's our first turn. I know it was a little slow here, but it's gonna get faster as we go, now that I've explained a lot of stuff here. So he's gonna take his moves next, and it looks like he's trying to get some influence into here. So he's trying to, let's see, we can take a look at what his actions were last turn here. First of all, if we have to pay our staff, they cost us 8,400 per day. That's fine. Yeah, we have money. We can take a look and see what his moves were. He was basically trying to influence the patron here for an influential patron to give himself more logistics points in there, and also got a little bit of influence from money here. So he doesn't have a lot of influence there yet, but he's working on it. And let's see what this district is all about here. This is a very good district for him. Likely he'll have no problem securing voters for this, so this might just be not a spot we spend a lot of money securing. We have a deal made in Capitolo that basically activates a scandal for him. If we send our reporter over to there, which will be a long trip actually, because it's going to take him a few turns to get over there, he can report on that, or actually Lion can report on that, and he can basically lower the reputation there. It'll lessen his votes in this area. Might be a fun thing to do if that scandal stays active there. I don't think it will, and really this area, I mean, it'd be great to win this one over. It's going to be a key area to win over, but maybe not just yet. Well, then again, we'll have time probably to get over there still, so maybe we'll work on that. First of all, now that we've sowed the seeds here, we want to reap them now. If we do a campaign event here, we've boosted this to 43. We should have a better reputation now when we spend some money. So the money's gonna go further here. We also have a pretty good reputation with the patron here. Gets a little bonus here as well. We would get potentially 4,000 undecided voters off of this, up to 2,000 to 6,300 if we spend 7 grand. Let's just make it a nice even 7 grand here. Let's spend it. All right, so. Over here, we did already start sowing the seeds to boost him up, I believe, last time. Or should we do one more? Let's see. If he fundraises now, he can get 5 grand from this guy. We actually probably want to start doing that just to try to recoup some expenses here. Let's do that. He has some money he can earn here, because this is a lot of cash in this district here. We'll just kind of drain it and move on. And let's see, we can move on to the next one here or over here. This one has more money, and well, we have to win some influence here first before we can really get a benefit from that. But we have a lot of potential in these areas. This one we're not doing so hot in, but this one we actually are pretty close to winning these guys over to our favor. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have, let's see, that's everybody's moved already. So Tortina here is gonna actually do her little move again here for the people power and boost those another occupation movement. Our activist is gonna steal all those undecided voters to our favor here. This is gonna make it a huge target for them to go after, but let's do it. So, it's another lion is the popular patron here. Lion to lion, you know what? Vote for the lion candidate. Okay, cool. So, let's move. Next turn we'll start trying to move this way. I think now this is starting to get one over. I think I might move over. Let's see. What is Oliveira's? I can't see what his abilities are because we already did his turn. Ooh, he's popular with police station. Where's police station? That's over here. Yeah. So we got the popular vote in there right now. Awesome. All right, ending the turn. Let him do his thing. He's gonna try to probably continue to influence here. Looks like he's going back over here to try to knock out this scandal. He realizes he's weak there, I bet. He sent his activist back over there as well. Let's pay our people. And then, oh, we have another event here. Let's take a look and see what the event is first for you. I'm sorry, I'm feeling unwell today. Can I take the day off? Don't sweat it. So it's gonna be, we'll lose one of our people. One random staff will be disabled for the day. Or we can tell them to work through the pain, and it adds a scandal potentially. It looks like the lawyer is the person that's going to be out of commission. If we say work through the pain, he can just remove his own scandal if we get a scandal. Rest is for the week. I know you're made of stronger stuff. I think, well, it's going to be a horse apiece. If we make him remove his own scandal, that's going to just waste his day anyway. So we'll be the nice guys here and let him take the day off. Hey, take the day off, man. Don't worry about it. I'm the best boss ever. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Let's go. How are we doing in this area? How are we doing voters? We're at 10,000. I think it might be time to campaign again. And let's see, if we do another 7 grand here, another 4,000 voters moved over to our cause. Maybe we want to spend, let's see, he has a better rally result, so let's do that. Let's take advantage of our assets here. Spend 2 grand here. What does that boast? Another 3? Okay, so we're gonna have to spend another 5 here. Ooh, that's too much. 7 points potentially. Let's see what it takes to get another 10 points. 7 grand, okay. So let's try that and see how good we can do with this. He gets a little bonus on it anyways, so let's see what the effect is on that. 52, awesome. No teacher's pets. So education is a big concern for us here. We can next turn, we'll capitalize on that. I'm gonna start moving him this way, I think. Let's see, first of all, let's raise funds. Let's see what it would cost to raise funds, okay. We can have the activists do that instead, potentially. We're starting to get all of the people here. So actually there's nothing for him to do here right now. I think having him raise funds here might not be a bad idea for the day. He doesn't have any detriment to that, so we can just raise the 5 grand for the day. Keep us in some wealth here. As you can see, we end up with a lot of logistics at the end of the day that aren't being used. So that's another reason I like having the activist around, especially when things right now we're getting a pretty good result as far as costs here. Once we get into some harder districts, it's gonna cost a lot more for logistics, so. Let's move him over to the next district. Actually, so let's try to secure. Let's hold on. So let's just decide if we want to go here first or we want to go here. So we're actually really strong in Cathedral. We should be able to get pretty popular pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Casino, maybe not. So let's go over. There's some cash here too. So let's try to get some influence over here. Let's send Velascro over here, and let's do a little gift to the local people here. 50% is the tipping point. So if we get him up to 50%, we won't get a negative result on the money, and the returns on that will be enough, I think, to outweigh it. Especially in this district, there's a lot of cash on the table. Let's go 6,000. That potentially that'll swing it to 50%. Okay, let's do it. That's exactly what we want. So we're not getting a negative. Then when we actually try to raise funds here, we should get about a third of this as the available amount each time we do raise funds. So we'll get people move into here eventually. That'll be the end of this turn. We'll let Croccy take their turn here. So they raised some donations. They looks like they did some influence there too. Pay the staff, of course. Absolutely, no problem doing that. Let's see, they raised funds. Oh man, that's a wealthy district. Holy cow. And they raised some influence with the farm area. Okay. That's the Midwest, looks like. Okay, so Mr. Lion, time to pay the piper. Let's see if we can boost these voters up here a little bit. Another 7 grand into here. Let's go 75 this time. Potentially will get us 5,000 more voters here. And actually, we might want to spend, how many days left? We have 15 days left, okay. There's no scandals in this area. It costs 7,000 to do that. We could get him over here and start using that scandal. It's dormant now. How are we doing in this area here? We are so close to potentially winning this one over. We need to do like 3 gifts in order to do it though. But it would if we get this blue line around it, and we're not quite there yet, but we could potentially be. If we boosted up him enough, let's see how much relationship would it take to get another. Let's see, we need 30 points. For 33 points, it'd be 20 grand. But that would boost him up to 100. And then it'd be 100 divided by plus 70, that'd be, let's see, it's 1,400, so it'd be 140, 240 divided by 3, it'd be 80%. So that's what we need to do. Let's boost him up. So basically what I'm trying to do is get a voting block here. Or not voting block, but get getting the district controlled here. If we boost him up enough, now he's at 100. Now we should have enough influence here, average influence, to potentially win this one over to our cause once we get enough voters added over. I'm gonna send Oliveira into Olivara in here, and he can. Let's see. All the money's been raised here already, right? Oh no, there's another 20,000 to get here. Yep. Let's drain it. Let's drain it. Get that back. That gets us our money breaking even. Then we're just redistributing the money around here, and then let's have Tertina start rallying a new area, because we've gotten pretty much everybody here, right? As far as the voters go, yeah, everyone's moved over. Yeah, so that's good. He's gonna have to campaign on the religion, which isn't as strong as the education is, so we should be able to reach secured back if he decides to move in the area here. Let's move into the next district and start spending logistics there. First of all, raising money here gets us 7 grand, which is, you know, our magic number for donations here right now. We can, let's see, he has a campaign bonus, or no, he gets a rally bonus. Let's do a rally here. Now let's start boosting up the education concern here. Actually, ooh, we can campaign on both, actually. We are kind of the education candidate, though, so we're gonna go with another 7 grand here. Boost up another 10, 5 to 10. Let's see how that goes. Let's do it. 59, okay. And anybody else moved already? We have Velascro here too. We have 6 logistics left. Should we fabricate a scandal? Costs 5 grand to fabricate a scandal. I don't know if there's a really point to that. What's his influence here? This would lower his scandal's lower influence. So if we do that, it would reduce his control here just a little bit. Not very strong to start with, and this is a strong district for us. So adding a scandal for us potentially lowers our reputation as well. Does he have anybody that's a reporter? I can't see exactly what his team is, but it looks like he has a lawyer that can remove scandals. He has an activist, and he has this might be a reporter here or lawyer. Yeah, that's hard to say. I don't know exactly, but otherwise we just bribe it and try to influence that way. Okay, let's see. He gets a bonus for gifts. Let's give a gift out. So let's try to boost up some reputation with the money here, because there is a bit of money here, right? Yeah, a little bit. It's not great, but it's not bad. Let's see. Let's boost this up another 5 points. What would it cost for that? That's 11 points. Jeez. 9 points for 4,000. Okay, yeah, he gets a little bonus for gifts anyway, so let's do it. All right, so 59. Bonus 14% more money here we can get per turn. That is all of our turns. Let's end it, and I think what we'll do is actually end this there. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Political Animals. I'll be back for another one here. If you're enjoying it, let me know in the comments. If you like this, leave a like, and I'll be back and I'll finish up the campaign next time. I know it seems like, you know, we had a lot done this first episode here, but the rest of the campaign will go pretty quickly now that I've kind of explained the rules of the game here, how everything works. It'll flow pretty quickly here after this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time for more Political Animals. Have a good night.